Good morning and welcome to this morning stretch yoga practice. Starting today in pyjamas. You probably just like me gotten out of bed, you're feeling a bit stiff, maybe a little achy, still half asleep. Well, this practice will help loosen up your joints and wake your body up, get some energy flowing, set you up for the rest of the day. We'll be starting today, hello Lucky, in mountain pose, coming onto your mat, standing with your feet hip width distance apart, palms facing forward, shoulders back, and just taking a slow inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale through the nose. Then gently bringing your shoulders up towards your ears and rolling them down your back, then forward and round, up again and back. Just making some gentle shoulder circles. And switching direction. Coming back to mountain pose. Raise your arms up overhead, palms touch, and hands through heart center. Then stretch your arms out into a T. And gently roll your shoulders back and round. Changing direction. Bringing your arms back to a T shape. Let's find eagle arms. Bringing your arms in front of you. Left arm crosses over the right. And either bringing the back of your hands together, or if you have the flexibility, you can bring your palms to touch, having your elbows at shoulder height. This will get a deep stretch between your shoulder blades, pulling your shoulder blades apart. Unbind and stretch your arms back out into a T. And then repeat on the other side. Right arm over the left. Elbows still at shoulder height. Unbind, stretch your arms back out into a T, then raise them up overhead and hands through heart center. Placing the hands on the hips, gently, slowly, hinging from the hips, folding forward, coming to halfway lift. It's waking up the hamstrings and the Achilles and the glutes. Gently raise the right heel, placing it back down, raise the left. Just giving the tendons, the ligaments, the muscles a chance to wake up. Coming back to halfway lift, gently fold all the way forward Coming in for a standing forward fold. Keeping a micro bend in the knees to protect the joints. Now placing the right palm down on the mat, stretch out the left arm, lifting the hands up to the sky, and bring your gaze up past your left fingertips, getting a nice side body stretch and a gentle heart opener. Bringing the left hand down, plant the left hand and repeat on the right side. Bring the right hand back down. Plant the palms in front of the feet and step back. Bringing the knees down onto the mat. Stacking the hips over the knees. Shoulders over the wrists. And let's find some cats and cows. Lift the gaze. Drop the belly. The cow pose. Then rounding the upper body. Tucking the chin to the chest for cat pose. Move through a few rounds of these at your own pace. Coming to stillness, move the cat, walk your hands up the mat, lowering the upper body, coming down to puppy pose, placing the forehead or the chin on the mat, getting a deep stretch. Then coming down onto the forearms, onto the belly, finding Sphinx pose, a gentle heart opener. Coming all the way down now. Placing the palms beneath the shoulders, and as you inhale, push up to baby cobra. As you exhale, come back down. And on your next inhale, pushing all the way up to full cobra. Bending the knees, lift the hips, tuck the toes, coming up to downward facing dog. Let's pedal it out, lifting the heels, swaying the hips, taking any movement here that feels good in your body. Finding stillness in your downward dog. On your next inhale, raise the right leg overhead for three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the knee, bring the knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Right knee to the chest, plant the foot between the hands, coming in for runner's lunge. Stepping back to downward facing dog and repeating on the left side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, extend. Left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, extend. Left knee to the chest, plant the left foot, runner's lunge. Stepping back to downward facing dog. We'll take some spinal waves. Moving forward to high plank, shoulders over the wrists, bending the knees. Rolling back, coming back up to downward facing dog and moving forward in fluid motion. Move through this at your own pace. And if you would prefer, you can bring the knees to the mat and take cat-cows. This isn't a competition. This is what feels good for your body. Coming back to downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Lift the gaze and walk to the top of the mat, planting the feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, standing forward fold. Then root to rise, coming up, standing back bend. Hands through heart center. We'll now take 2 rounds of sun salutation A with a choice of either moving from high plank down to low plank and cobra, or upward facing dog. As you inhale, raise the arms up overhead, hands through heart center. On your exhale, then as you inhale, hands up overhead, standing back bend. Exhale, hinging from the hips, standing forward fold. Inhaling for halfway lift, planting the palms, step, or jump back to high plank, moving through your version of the vinyasa. Meeting back in downward facing dog. Step or jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Standing forward fold. Standing back bend. Hands through heart center. We'll take that again. Hands up overhead. Moving through heart center. Standing back bend. Standing forward fold, halfway lift, palm the mat, step or jump back, high plank, moving through your vinyasa. Then step or jump forward from downward dog, coming back up to halfway lift, standing forward fold, standing back bend, hands through heart center. Bringing the hands down to the side, raise the right knee up in front of you, bringing the sole of the right foot to the left shin, then to the outside of the calf, staying here, or bringing the sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh, raising the hands up overhead, palms touching, or hands at heart center for tree pose. Lowering the right foot down, repeat on the other side. Lowering the left foot down, step the feet out to the sides of the mat, bending the knees, keeping the back straight, coming down for yogi squat. Placing the palms down on the mat behind you, come to sit, bringing the soles of the feet together, taking hold of the big toes between your forefinger and thumbs, finding butterfly pose. You can find stillness here or gently lift the knees up and down, getting some movement as you open your hips. From wherever you are, come to stillness. You can keep your feet where they are, or for a deeper stretch, you can bring your heels in closer as you walk your hands forward, folding over your legs, bringing your head down towards the mat, stretching the hands out in front of you, getting a deep stretch in the hips, throughout the back, the shoulders. Lifting the head, walk the hands back up. Bring the knees up, planting the feet down, hip width distance apart. Coming to lay on the mat. Raise your right leg up to the sky, bending at the knee. Bring the right calf just above the left knee, staying here in reclined figure 4, or for a deeper stretch, you can bring your left knee towards your chest, wrapping the hands around the back of the left thigh or around the shins. This will get a deep stretch in the hip and the glutes. Release the left leg back down, unbind the right and repeat on the left side. Release the right leg back down. Extend the legs out in front of you. Arms down by your sides, palms facing up. Settling in for Shavasana, our final resting pose. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, shutting the eyes and letting your body fully relax for the next few moments in Shavasana. Finding small movements in the fingers and the toes, waking the body back up, moving your wrists and ankles. You can bring your knees in and wrap your arms around your legs, giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze, in gratitude for what your body has just achieved. And slowly, keeping the gaze soft, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for joining me for this morning practice. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a future video. Bringing the palms together, we'll bow our heads Namaste.